Welcome to the 245 podcast, which is the number of miles that Caleb biked to get here to this podcast. Our guest today, Caleb Kroeze.
Woo!
Welcome.
Are we golf clapping?
Yeah, we're golf clapping. In the studio, we got me, Micah Clark, Joey Ritzma.
What's up, dog?
Josh Kroeze is on the phone because despite it being summer, he's still in Iowa for some reason. And then in the studio, we got Caleb Kroeze, Josh's brother. Say hello to the podcast, Caleb.
Hello, 254 listeners.
Oh, my word.
254.
245.
Yeah.
There we go.
Close
That's
enough.
true. That's true.
Wait, Caleb, you didn't actually bike to the mill, did you?
Yeah.
He did.
You said
How
you were
many-
short on time and then you decide to bike? What?
I didn't end up being so short on time.
Apparently not.
How many miles was it, and how long did it take you to get here?
It ended up being 14 miles, and I think it took about 45, 50 minutes.
Wow,
It's not horrible.
that's pretty quick. What's your average rate?
14 and a half miles per hour today.
Okay, that's pretty fast, right?
That's pretty fast.
How fast is like a car?
I drove here, average probably about 30 miles per hour.
Took you about 30 seconds
About 6 minutes to get here.
because you live right down the road.
Pretty much.
Whatever. Okay, let's start off. I think we got to start off with our weeks.
Yeah.
So should we let our guests go first?
I think so.
Should probably do that. Caleb Kroeze, how was your week?
So far, it's been pretty good. Not too busy, but pretty busy. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
Confirmed.
My dudes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just worked at my full-time job Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, landscaped Monday and Tuesday nights, and now I'm here.
Wow.
What an absolute legend.
That's a lot of
we're
hours.
We're going to talk about that more, okay? We're
Yeah.
going to come back to that.
We're coming
So
back
I
to
got
that.
a lot of
Circle back
questions for
around.
you. Yeah, about that stuff. Okay. Popcorn Mike.
Well, my week is pretty good. I had the RA debrief retreat on Monday and Tuesday.
Joey, why is that such a maniacal laugh? What?
I just love useless meetings. It
Yeah.
just cracks me up.
I always know Joey will get a kick out of the RA stuff we do. 'Cause
Yeah.
half of it's useless.
I-
But It
yeah.
was actually pretty fun. It was good.
Yeah. Yep.
Sunday was a pretty hard day. So going on a retreat Monday and Tuesday was pretty nice, just relaxing with my friends. One last time to hang out with them, my staff. So it's actually a good time. Good way to end the year because I started off today full steam ahead, 8 a.m., starting my new job because it's summer. This is the first official summer episode of the podcast. Not that they're any like different than other episodes, but like
Yeah.
it's the first episode
Wait.
we're recording in the summer.
Did we
Yeah.
did we decide, are we starting like a new season for the summer? Is that going to come like after a year of
Ooh.
episodes?
I think new season should start in September, which is when like we do a year for a season maybe.
Okay.
And
That's
again,
fair.
that's not going to be any different too, but you know,
Yeah.
No,
just,
we'll totally change directions the new season.
Yeah.
yeah.
yep,
Be a lot more focused on making money. This was like brand building year.
yep,
Next year is capitalizing on the brand building.
exactly.
Perfect.
I learned that in ministry classes.
Season 2 coming soon.
That's what they teach you in pastoral ministry.
Yep.
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 Yeah, it's summer. Got in the mail here tonight. But anyways, my new job, I'm doing video stuff for a business up in Ham Lake. And today we spent the day unpackaging all of the camera equipment that we bought. So it was like me on Christmas, but even better
That
because
sounds like a dream.
I got to unpackage thousands of dollars worth, like almost $10,000 worth of camera equipment today. So it was pretty epic. None of it's mine though, which is kind of sad. But you know,
Can you give me a rundown?
we have Canon R6, a Canon 24 to 70 millimeter f2.8 lens, which is better than all the lenses I have, and I really want to steal it from the company, but I will not because I'm a good boy. We got some audio stuff. We got a Zoom H6 recorder, a Sennheiser MKE 600 boom mic with a couple XLR cables. We got a DRL10 clip-on mic, which I own personally, and then I told them to buy it for this. We got so if you heard the light brand Aperture, Josh,
Yep.
we got one of Aperture's cheaper versions of their light called an Amaran light. So we got the Amaran 200D. It was only a couple $100 and it's a nice light and it's very professional and cool. And then we got a overhead boom stand for the mic and some SD cards and other storage stuff and all that good stuff. And then we undid all that packaging, set it up, talked about some video stuff we're going to do tomorrow and next week. And then we went to the tavern for lunch. And then I left because he said there's nothing else for me to do today. So I left and I went home and edited videos for something else. So
Nice.
yeah. And then in the afternoon, me and Kylie went to the gym because she's a gym bro now. So she's joining the squad.
Wait, is it
Gym
girl?
Gym sis.
I feel like there's a term for the females that work out.
I don't know. It's probably not appropriate. I have no idea.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So we did that. And then she came to my house for dinner. And then now I am here. It was,
Yeah.
I'm very glad we could get in the mail because I was a little worried. So I got here. The main doors were open. So I got in and I went to scan my ID on the door to get into the studios and it didn't let me in. So I walked to the second door and in that 10 seconds, I was like trying to think of all the different possibilities I could get in, like calling people or whatever. And then the second door worked. They let me in with my ID. So for some reason, the first door did not let me in. The second door did, but I don't care because I'm in. So yeah, that was my week. Joey, how about you?
Oh, nice. Well, I'm going to go back like a full week, like 7 days,
Okay.
right? Because like we moved out. That was
We
kind of
did move
crazy. Okay, I got a question for all of you guys. When you like move out of the dorm or move out anywhere and like transition to like different living situation, does your whole like schedule and stuff just get whacked?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm telling you, I do a decent job of like going to bed on time. For some reason, the first 3 days I move back home or move back to the dorm, it is out. I sleep in till noon. I stay up till 2 in the morning watching stupid YouTube videos. It kind of drives me bonkers. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does this.
I mean,
You're the only one that does this.
Josh! That's so mean, man.
I actually find myself going to bed earlier when I'm at
That's
home.
what I was going to say. I went to bed earlier the first nights than
Yeah.
I did like the last 3 weeks of school.
See, the thing with college is like I stay up late because I have things to do like with my friends. But when I'm at home, I'm not hanging out with my friends. So I just go to bed earlier because I have nothing else to do. And then I haven't had a chance to like sleep in because I didn't move back until Sunday. And then Sunday morning I got up early for church. Monday I had to get up early to leave for the retreat. Tuesday I had to get up early at the retreat. And then today I had to wake up early for work. So we'll see. This Saturday we'll find out. But yeah, Caleb, what about you?
I don't think it affects it too much. I would say more seasons in general, just with light changing.
Well, that's true.
When it's light later, I stay up later.
Mm.
Or because I work.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we'll talk about later again.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, good to know it's only me that has that. But
Yeah.
You're
for some
weird.
reason,
Confirmed.
yeah, my routine just gets whacked out of schedule. And yeah, so, but it was super fun, like the last few days of school and stuff, hanging out with friends. We went over to the house that a lot of them are going to be living at
Yeah, we did.
next
Okay, in Life
semester.
360, is that what the promised land is?
Yes.
Yes.
I decided
is-
to name it because I thought it needed a name.
Yep. It
So
is
like
the
a bunch
promised
of your
land.
friends are living off campus in a house.
Yes. Yep. So a bunch of them are living in a house that Sam's dad bought, and they're all paying rent to live there next semester, next school year. So yeah, we went over there on Thursday and Friday and like hung out and stuff, and that was a ton of fun. The weekend was good. We had Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time. We went up to Malacca. I sent that photo of Bray to you that
was-
I put on my story.
That was pretty legendary.
That was pretty fire. Yeah, not gonna lie. Oh, I saw Caleb on Mother's Day
Where?
fishing.
Was that much? Oh, yeah, that was way late at night.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was really
We-
late at night. I was fishing with Austin, and all of a sudden I thought I saw Bigfoot just like running down at me, and I turned and it was actually just Caleb. But yeah, so I guess I've seen you. Wow.
I also
That's right.
happened to just check Life 360 randomly, and I saw you were on the lake shore. So I texted Joey, and I was like, "Are you fishing?" And he was like, "Yeah, with your brother in Austin." And I said, "Cool,"
Yep.
and that was it.
Yep. Yep.
nice.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. Caleb caught one fish.
Yep.
Wait, what'd you catch?
A carp.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch it,
Yep.
but it wasn't too exciting.
No. It was kind of cool though, because like we caught it at a spot I can't give too many details here. Oh, or
Fisher code.
yeah. But like there was a bridge with a fast current and he caught on the upstream. Upstream side. And it went down the current, like under the bridge. So Caleb was cranking on this thing for like 5 minutes to try to get it like up through the current. But then Austin just walked around to the other side of the bridge and grabbed his line. And then he could just like pull it to the side where there was no current. And we got it. Yeah. So that was kind of fun. Monday, mowed for 12 hours with Connor.
Nice.
Absolutely baller time. By the way, Josh, I just want to say this right now. I miss you so much. Thank
you.
Just with mowing. Like, I love Connor, but Connor's not my mowing buddy. That belongs to one person and one person only, and that is Josh Kroeze.
Yeah, we'll see if it happens later.
Yeah. Do you miss me on Mondays? Do you just wake up on Mondays and like, man,
It's
I
probably
really
not
want to
quite
be
the same because I'm not actually doing the same thing that we were doing. But yes, Joey, to make you feel good, I miss you.
Okay. That's all I really wanted to hear.
Just to make you feel good.
Yep. And then Tuesday, I worked like 10 hours. Yeah.
It's cranking those hours.
So but then today, I started my internship at Eaglebrook.
Yeah.
You guys will love this. You guys will absolutely love this. So woke up, I got to sleep in because they have youth stuff on Wednesday nights. So staff comes in late because then they have to stay all the way to youth stuff. So woke up.
They don't work more than they need to over at Eaglebrook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I got there at like 10:15. They had a team meeting. Then we went out to Panera because like someone bought a gift card for like the staff. So
Yeah.
we got Panera, so I got free lunch, so that was nice. Then I came back and there was a middle school and high school. It's like their season's done for like youth group and stuff. Like they don't do it over the summer.
Yeah.
So it was like the end of the year celebration. So they have this huge party. So I filled up water balloons for like an hour.
Oh my word.
So they have the bunch of balloons, where you screw them onto the end of the hose and it's got the straws and stuff. I think I filled up like almost 2,000 water balloons.
Oh my.
Yeah. It was a good time.
So that's why they hire interns.
Yeah, that's why they hire interns to do stuff like that.
Ministry at its best.
Yeah, ministry at its best. So that was kind of fun. And then I helped them with a few other things, but then I went home for a while and then I came back to actually like see the event for a little bit. But then I left and I went and lifted with Ben
Nice.
in the promised land.
At the promised land.
Yeah, at the promised land, in the promised land. And then popped over here to do
Epic.
a pod.
What'd you guys hit today in the gym?
We hit arms.
Nice. I did too.
So my biceps are absolutely feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Wait, so Joey, are you actually like starting to go to the gym regularly?
Yes.
Well, quote unquote, the gym.
I go work out with Ben. Yeah. So it's
Why
been
is
fun.
that quote unquote the gym?
It's in their garage.
It's not at a physical gym.
Well, why did you decide to do that?
To start working out?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just wanted to get stronger, just be more disciplined.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of smart people and successful people, like something they do is just like stay in shape. And I want to stay in shape.
And
Cool.
get huge.
Get huge. Yeah.
Getting huge is the added byproduct.
Yep.
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 You seen any progress yet in your 2 weeks of lifting?
I feel a lot better.
I know,
And
it's
I
actually-
feel stronger.
Yeah. It's crazy what it does to you.
I feel like the first day that I did it, I felt like so much bigger after. I don't think that's true. I think that's just like placebo.
I think
But
so.
like,
Well, you do get a pump
Yeah.
when you do it. So
Yeah.
for about 20 minutes after, you look
Yeah.
pretty big.
yeah. So, but then like today felt really good too. Like, yeah, we did a ton of arm stuff. So they feel pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Mike, we should go lift sometime together. That'd be fun.
Oh, really?
yeah.
So you're asking me now?
Yeah, because you didn't ask me, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you.
Yeah, because I've not asked you at all
I
this
just
school year to
kid.
come
I
lift with
just
me.
kid. Oh, we should get Evan to go do it sometime too.
You, me, Evan, hit up the UNW gym.
That'd be crazy.
Let's do it.
I think we'd scare everybody off. They'd be like, "Oh,
We would.
can't work out today."
Annika Dykstra was there today
Really?
With me.
I think I saw
with
the
me and Kylie. I mean, she wasn't there with us. I mean, she was.
what?
She happened to be there at the same time, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We didn't like
Awkward.
tell her to come. And we saw her mowing as we were pulling in.
Oh yeah.
And then we talked to her for a second. She was like, I'm going to the gym too. And then she came in like 10 minutes later. So
Nice.
yeah,
Love Annika.
she's working facilities or grounds crew
Oh,
this
nice.
summer.
Nice.
So
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is my week. Josh, how has your week been?
It's been good. So this time last week was the day before my last finals, and then Thursday I finished up finals. Recording this on a Wednesday, by the way. Which also, side note, is this like the fastest turnaround?
I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah.
2 days.
So we're recording this on the Wednesday before the Friday it's coming out because we've been slacking and haven't done anything. Which is also, I think, valid because we all like had school ending.
Yeah.
But
Hey, a banger. Well, this is a banger episode, of course, because every episode's a banger.
Yeah.
Banger episode coming out next week. We're going to do a little review of our underclassmen years of college. So stay tuned for that next week. Anyways,
Yeah.
Josh, continue.
anyways, finals finished up. Then on Caleb, you didn't even mention commencement. I guess you were probably thinking of your week as a like starting on Monday. But that's fair. Anyways, Friday, my family came down and Caleb, who graduated in December, came back to walk at commencement.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
I think you were officially graduated before, but now it seems like officially you're graduated. So that was fun. And then they helped me clean out my entire room and take down my loft, which was
Rip.
very helpful because it would have taken me forever. And they just came and took all of my stuff and threw it in cars. And I was like, okay, sounds good. And then we went to my grandma's and kind of did stuff with extended family for the weekend. And then my family left Sunday and I started my job on Monday, which is, I don't even know what the title is. I'm working with production arts at Dort. And Monday we just did kind of a scheduling meeting and talked through some stuff. And then we had an event Monday night, which was like a recording of a live podcast. And I ran like a roaming live cam for that. And Tuesday we did inventory all day. So like organizing and sorting and throwing out things and like keeping track of it on a spreadsheet. And then we did similar things today, except with we had 2 different like smaller events that I also worked. So it was a little more broken up. But it's been good so far. The only thing that has fallen by the wayside is eating. So Monday I ate breakfast and that was it. Yesterday I added dinner and today I also had dinner, but I haven't had lunch yet. So the plan after this is to go to Walmart and get food so I can eat lunch.
Good. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, my stomach has been a little weird, so I figured it was time.
So I figured it was time.
Better
All
get some
right.
food.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your B-reel of you doing that roaming cam with the gimbal. Looked pretty epic.
Yeah, it's a really nice setup, so
Yeah.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, What's next? Joey has some questions, I understand.
I had a question quick for Caleb. So does Dort only walk in spring or did you just not walk in December?
They only have one ceremony.
Really? Okay.
So there wasn't an option in December.
Interesting. Because I know here they have both, but you can, if you graduate in December, you can choose to wait till the spring, but they do have both. So
What if I
With
wait?
PSCO, I think there's a lot more UNW students
That's
who
true.
can graduate. At Dort, it's not very common. I mean, we had a president's dinner and I think there were probably like 20 people.
Oh,
Maybe because those were also people being off campus the next semester. So there's probably only like 10, 15
Really?
actually finishing mid-year.
that makes sense, I guess, because we have so many PSCO people.
Yeah. What if I graduate in the spring and choose to walk in December afterwards?
That'd be
Can I do that?
crazy.
Sounds like something you probably can't do.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, okay. First question for our guest.
We gotta learn a little bit who he is. Like
Okay.
Josh, how do you know this man, Josh?
Oh, Caleb happens to be my elder brother. He like grew up in the same house as me. We went to school at the same place. We have the same parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stuff
Wow.
like that. And
So you've known him since day one.
yeah, well,
Since
No.
Josh's
since my day
day
one. I wasn't
Yeah.
born on Caleb's day one yet.
Mm.
But yeah, I've
Why
known
not?
him a while. Why not? I don't know, Mike. You tell me.
Do you not love your brother?
You didn't care enough to be with him from day one? No. But he is 2 years older than me. Wait, your birthday is October 2. I'm a good brother. I know your birthday. Wait, October 2, 2000. And I'm January 17, 2003. So like 2 and not quite a half, about.
2 years and 3 months.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I'm not very good with months, but that sounds about right. So yeah, that is how I know Caleb.
Cool.
Is that enough of an introduction for whoever said that?
I would say so.
Yeah, that's just such a good introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad
very
you liked
hype.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys had the same parents, so that's an interesting fact.
Learn something every day.
I knew you were brothers, but I've never been to your house, so just kidding. All right, Joey, ask your question.
Okay. My first question I like to ask to like most of the guests, what's like your reaction to the podcast in general? Do you listen to it? You can say no. You can say like, actually
We got an email from him.
it's definitely a 1-star podcast I don't listen to. We take on his feedback, but are you a listener? What have your thoughts been? Do you have a favorite episode?
I really enjoy it. I can't remember. The first episode was out before I found out it existed. So I didn't know like when it was being planned, but I listened, I think, as soon as I found out it existed, and have probably listened within the first 3 days for everyone. And I look forward to listening to them. At college, I would listen to it on my long run on Monday nights. And now I usually listen to it on my drive home from work on Friday. So,
Nice.
He's a dedicated listener. Wow.
Yeah, I
pretty
appreciate it.
yeah, I liked the Mr. Teen episode when it came out. I laughed a lot with Braden's. They've all been good.
I've heard that a lot. Braden's is a good one.
Yeah, a lot of positive feedback for that one, and some concerned feedback.
Wait, who is? Maybe you can't say that.
No, just a jokingly
Oh, like,
concerned feedback.
yeah,
Like,
okay.
but people who know Braid know, it's all right.
Oh my word, I just checked it. Braden's episode is number 9.
Really?
breaking
Yeah.
the top 10.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you graduated Dort. Let's go back in time a little bit. When you were a senior in high school, what were you like thinking about, like what you wanted to do, looking for schools? What motivated you to like go to Dort?
So I plan a lot.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I had probably starting in junior year of high school, done whatever you do to plan what you want to do the rest of your life. So I talked to some mentor people and had a pretty good idea that I was interested in civil engineering. Dort is obviously around my family, so I was familiar with it, knew they had a good engineering department. I did not want to go to Dort for the location because I have friends in Minnesota and not in Iowa. And I don't find Iowa particularly beautiful.
What do you mean?
So I went there because they had a good engineering program and I knew that was what I wanted to do. So
Were the classes pretty hard? Let's like rate the classes.
I think I forget how hard or how much work I put into it. I mean, I'll say like people think engineering is hard and it probably is, but I would say if you work hard enough, you can do it. Not everybody probably can, but a lot of people can get through it if you put in enough work, because that's what I did. I just spent more time doing it, homework, talking to professors, and got through it that way. But I don't think, like even structural analysis, like you get into some complicated stuff with matrices and solving beams and lots of boring, exciting, whatever you want to call it.
Solving beams.
Complicated things that like you really don't have any idea what's going on, but you can do the process in MathCAD and do it. So I don't know. It's hard and it's not hard.
Yeah. Was it kind of like a combination? Was it more, or what? It could be both, but was it more like the amount of work that like the homework took and stuff like that, or like like wrapping your head around the concepts and the process and like how to do the math and stuff? Or was it both that made it?
I think overarchingly, the reason people would say an engineering degree is difficult is the amount of homework and problem solving. And I did civil because that's how my brain works more. And I think things like heat transfer and thermodynamics and dynamics and stuff like that would be a lot more technically challenging. Civil stuff is a little simpler. So I think there's parts of it that the technical part can be overwhelming, but I think overall it's the workload and amount of homework and problem sets that make it difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you work? Did you have a job while you were at Dort?
I had a work study in sports information, and then starting sophomore year, I tutored quite a bit.
Oh, okay. What like classes that you had already taken, or like?
I was a writing tutor, so
nice.
I proofread papers and helped kids with English. So nothing with engineering.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Scott would be proud.
Oh, yes. He would be. Sometimes I forget that I did that for, I didn't do writing tutor.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I did, what was it called? Academic coaching.
Yeah.
That was more my speed.
That was a time.
Yeah. But like the writing center was like right across from where I worked. And I was like, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be a writing. I feel like my writing is always something I like struggled in. Like I can write, but it also just sounds like a fourth grader right now.
I remember proofreading your papers in comp. They were not bad.
Yeah, they weren't horrible.
Josh, we had some fun.
Do you remember the Batman one?
Yes, that's what I was just thinking of.
Joey wrote one on the Dark Knight.
Oh, I bet.
I did. Sense. It was so good. It was maybe the most heart and soul I've ever put into writing anything ever.
I'm sure it was.
He's very passionate about the Dark Knight. I
am. It has very good underlying themes, and that's what's important.
From movie critic Joey, you heard it here first.
Yeah. Today, they were asking me questions at Eaglebrook, and like one of the questions was, like Marvel or DC, and I said, yeah, I would probably take the Dark Knight over the entire Marvel universe, and that got some reaction right there.
Wow,
so, that's how you stir the pot.
Yeah. What really got people mad is when I said I prefer Cane's over Chick-fil-A.
I agree.
Caleb, Cane's or Chick-fil-A?
They're both good. I can't eat either anymore, so.
Wait, why not?
Celiac.
Oh, right. right.
But if I could eat them, I know I can still eat Chick-fil-A sauce. I don't know if I can eat Cane sauce. Okay. So I still eat Chick-fil-A sauce. So I guess I like Chick-fil-A
Cane
more
sauce
now.
is kind of what makes it like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would, I don't know, probably Cane's.
Yeah.
Little more flavor.
Yeah. But I think after I said that, I think the guy that I'm like, who's like overseeing my internship was like, oh, this guy's not a Christian or something like that. After I said that. So Josh, what are you taking?
Probably Chick-fil-A, sorry. I feel, just straight up chicken, like maybe Cane's, but Chick-fil-A, you can get like more variety.
I would agree with that.
That's true.
I like the chicken tenders at Cane's, but Chick-fil-A French fries or waffle fries and malts are better.
See, I just learned that you could sub out the fries at Cane's for another piece of bread. Because you can do the coleslaw. So I've been subbing out the coleslaw and fries for bread. So now I get 4 pieces of chicken and 3 pieces of bread. And it is the way to go. So good.
That doesn't even seem right. That doesn't even seem like it should be in order. Without fries?
The fries are more expensive than the bread, so it works.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. I honestly forgot about this celiac. Right? Is that what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so can you explain what that is? So I think I know a little bit, but just pretend I don't.
Pretend you don't know what celiac is. Basically, you have an immune. It's classified as an autoimmune disease. You have an immune response to the protein found in wheat and barley and rye. I think there's like 3 proteins.
Okay.
So when you have those proteins, there's an antibody response that somehow causes the lining of the intestine to decay, and you can't absorb nutrients. So then you get nutrient deficiencies and other problems and can put you at risk for more cancer and stuff. So not the best.
So because this you didn't have this your whole life, right? Like when did you find out about it?
We don't really know how long I'd had it. The only way that it presents for me is with a skin condition, and that I think started fall of junior year of college, and then I got diagnosed before senior year, so I had that for about a year.
Oh, okay.
Before I had started eating gluten free, and now it's fine. That's gone.
Okay, so you can't have any gluten. So what are mostly you eating?
Eating gluten free is easier, I think, than people think. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the hardest part is social eating things.
Oh yeah.
Because like people don't think of it, but like our family and my mom has done a good job of using there's 1-to-1 replacement flour, so we can pretty much make anything just using the right flours and stuff that.
Oh,
But anywhere else, most cereals, I don't know, I said that first, pizza, pasta,
Cereal's important.
weird things like
Josh would say that. The man that only eats breakfast.
and it's cereal.
yeah, and then it's hidden lots of weird places like soy sauce and cream of mushroom soups and weird things. So those are kind of the tricky ones, like cheesy potatoes, there's cream soup in it. And you have to know a lot of weird things.
Yeah.
So, but you can always eat rice and chicken and ice cream. Most ice creams, some say may contain wheat, and those are annoying.
Yeah. Hey, rice and chicken, that's like a bodybuilder diet right there.
Yeah. Joey knows all about that now.
No.
He's a big lifter.
No, I am a big lifter. Not really. That's a joke. But I had a coach in baseball when I was like in Chicago, and he was a bodybuilder, and he would eat that like every day. Chicken, broccoli, and rice. Yeah.
Not a bad meal.
So when do you think you're going to become a bodybuilder, Caleb?
Probably not in the near future.
Oh, okay.
Or never.
Okay. I could see it. I could see Caleb getting absolutely yoked.
We'll consider it.
He could come lift with us.
Yeah. Me, you, and Evan, and Caleb.
And Caleb.
Josh, you can come too, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Back to, I got so sidetracked by everything.
Yeah.
So we were talking
How
about-
did we get there?
Hey, Josh, I got this. I'll bring it all back. Watch
God's
this.
plan.
What? This is like the
Drake.
song by
Yeah.
Drake. Yes.
Close on Sunday.
Yep. Okay, I'll bring this back. Okay, so we're talking about college.
Not Canes.
Yes, we were talking about college. And then I was going to ask you, so what are you doing now for your job? And like, how did you get there?
So I am a civil engineer in training for Stantec Consulting, which is a big civil engineering firm. Going chronologically, I got there by having an internship last summer, which I got by applying, but also probably some connections that put in a good word for me.
Nice.
Always helps.
Yep.
So I inspected landfill construction all last summer. I got an offer from that group. Didn't totally want to drive 50 minutes to landfills every day I worked. So applied with a municipal engineering group at the same company and got an offer from them and accepted that at the end of last summer, and then finished school and started January of this year, at which point I did drafting in AutoCAD Civil 3D for about January, February, March, half of April, 3.5 months. Mostly AutoCAD drafting stuff, some work in Excel with estimates and other things. And Bluebeam is a PDF reader where we do a lot of the collaboration for editing plan sets and stuff. And then mid-April field work started. So as a EIT engineering training, you do more of the field work. So started that season by televising drain tile, which is a component of residential streets. So basically pushed a camera through a 4-inch pipe for about 2 weeks.
I do that, except not the pipe part.
And then development work, so residential housing development construction started. And for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing construction inspection for those projects.
Yeah, I've been seeing your B reels. They're
pretty fire.
always just you out on the field. Some
Yeah.
I don't know, construction trucks in the background.
Yeah.
With his hard hat on.
With his hard hat on and the
Yeah.
safety vest.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing like in the winter, you're doing like CAD stuff, right?
Yep.
So like, what are you actually like designing and making in CAD?
So we are basically city engineers on behalf of the municipality that we work for. So this winter, I was predominantly helping design, I don't know that much, 2 turn lanes for 2-lane highways where the new developments are going in, so they need increased capacity there. And then 1 larger project around, kind of around their city hall area, a new street and turn lanes into that street and everything with that project.
Huh. That's very, so designing like roads
Yep.
in CAD.
Yep.
Wow.
I just draw 2D lines pretty much. I don't do any of the modeling.
Oh,
with
okay.
Grading too much yet. I learned like a day or 2, but not much.
Okay. Huh. That seems kind of crazy. It makes you think about like how much work and effort and time goes into like making all that stuff. Because that'd be like
It's
just
a little bit
pave a road.
ridiculous. Like I one day probably spent like 4 hours creating a hatch, which is a filled in shape of like the pavement on the road or like the median pavement. And then like the program glitches and like it won't hatch because the line crosses by 1 millimeter. And there's a lot of kind of dumb stuff that's extremely detailed, but I don't know. I guess it has to happen.
He showed
Yeah.
me one of like the exported PDF drawings, and yeah, the details wild, like more than you'd ever imagine would be in just a drawing for a road turn lane. But it's crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty cool though. Imagine how much work goes into like a bridge or something. Like if that's just a turn lane.
Yeah, these are simple projects.
Yeah. Yikes. That's pretty crazy. Okay. So you're doing that in the winter, and then in the fall, you're doing sticking the camera through the drain
Yep.
for 2 weeks. What are you like looking for when you do that? Or are you just like mapping it?
So, as succinctly as possible, there's sand underneath the road, a section of sand that drains water so you don't get freeze-thaw problems with the road breaking it. The drain tile is perforated. It takes up the water from the sand section and transports it into the storm sewer system. So we are sending the camera through this perforated pipe to make sure that it is not broken or plugged up with sediment that's gotten into it, so that the sand section is going to successfully transport the water out into the pipe, into the storm sewer system, and hopefully your road works good.
Yeah. Nice. Make sure the water gets out of there. You learn that in landscaping.
Yep, somewhat.
Right, Josh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you always got to have that, what is that, 2% grade?
2%.
Oh, the amount of times that has come back to like bite my butt because I forget that everything's got to be.
Austin, is that 2%? Doesn't
Yeah.
look like 2% there.
Yep. And then he's got the Milwaukee, it's like a 5 foot long level. He slaps that on
He
there.
just
and
slaps
it's
it
like, ooh,
on, and then he's like, "Oh, it's not 2%." Like he doesn't even look. He just
yeah.
knows.
It's another thing that's pretty interesting. Like, so setting sanitary manholes, they're like 18, 20 feet deep. So it's an excavator digging a 20-foot wide, probably 30, 40 feet wide. And they're setting those manholes within hundredths of an inch.
Really?
So like,
Wow.
I have to get the elevation of every invert, and like if they're more than a couple hundredths off, like it's not good. So yeah, high level of precision and everything.
What? With an excavator?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean the excavators have GPS on them and stuff.
What?
But there's also like Trimble mobile units that are shooting the shots. And they have a laser shooting through the pipe at grade, and there's quite a bit of tech in it now. But it's also a lot of human work too. So it's interesting.
I would have never guessed in a million years that they ever put someone's like, hey, let's put a GPS on an excavator and see what happens.
That's exactly what they did. Let's just put it on, see what happens.
I mean, they put it on tractors, so I guess it makes sense. Let's just slap it on all our power equipment. Let's put on the Bart's chainsaws and see.
I was just going to say GPS chainsaws.
Yeah.
But it's actually been kind of a big deal this week. Not that big, but Trimble is one of the bigger GPS systems, and that's what all the excavators had. But now CAT tried to come out with their own system, and it doesn't work very good. So at least 3 times this week I've gone to my one project, and they're just sitting there moving the excavator bucket up and down because the CAT technician is there trying to calibrate it because it's off by like a tenth. So they just sit there and swing the bucket for like an hour trying to calibrate.
Really?
So it's, can be helpful, but also cause quite a few issues if it's not working. The one crew just doesn't even care anymore and knows it's off and doesn't want to waste the time, but the other one's still trying to get it figured out.
Okay. Huh. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so is the GPS like it's on the bucket, right?
It has to be in the bucket because like they'll put the tip of the blade like at an elevation when they're trying to check something. I learned excavator buckets cost $30,000. So
holy moly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, that's a fun fact. But I guess it makes sense. Like thinking about stuff for like the Bobcat and stuff, and that's tiny compared to excavator. Like that stuff's pretty expensive too. So what do you like? Do you ever like when you're on the job? How much are you like interacting with the people that are actually like digging the holes and stuff like that? Do you do quite a bit, or is it mostly just like supervising and taking measurements?
I'm important, but also useless. So, as the city's representative, we have to
representative.
Like I'm trying to make sure for the city that it gets built right, but contractually, I don't think I can't actually tell them what to do. I don't understand all the contractual ways things work, but I basically can suggest things, I think, and try to make sure they're doing it right, but not actually tell them anything. And given that I've done this for 2 weeks and they've done it for like years, it's not the best to tell them how to do it.
Professional suggester.
So I try to ask questions.
Okay.
And I have like standard detail plates of how things are supposed to look. So I look at those and say, hey, this thing says it, do it this way. Is that how you're doing it? And they are usually okay about saying, yeah, we're supposed to be doing it that way, but we aren't.
Sounds like construction to me.
So no, but there's some contractors who are a little bit more pleasant to me than others. Some don't want to talk to me, and I try not to talk to them.
Just stay out of their way.
The tough life of being a young person in a field of adults.
Yeah. Do you find it that there's a lot of times, because I don't know, I drive a lot, I see a lot of people doing construction. Do you ever find it a lot that there's a lot of people standing around not working? Because I'm just saying, roads take forever to be built around this joint.
Yeah, so it is it is something interesting because I now am the person that stands there and looks worthless, which is interesting because I like working hard. Now I just stand there. But there's 2 parts to it. Yes, there's a lot of supervision and like inspectors standing around who actually do nothing. But the other fact is that the way that equipment works, like when the excavator is digging the trench, like that machine just has to do its work, and the 3 pipe layers are going to be standing there.
Yeah.
So there's some wasted time and appeared laziness that's just created by the way the machines and the laborers interact. But then there's also inspection and supervisors who do just stand there and not do anything. But they do stuff with paperwork and inspection that I guess that's the level at which you can question the efficiency, is the amount of inspection and stuff like that has to take place.
Yeah. Okay. One last question before I want to start talking about like landscaping a little bit, but one last question. What do you think a lot of people don't know or don't think about when like you start working full time? Like how is life different? What are some things that you thought would happen that didn't happen? things that you didn't think.
And what's your salary? Just kidding.
Yeah.
So the one kind of interesting thing that I think is maybe important to consider, I mean, all your time has a value. So I'm salaried, but also get paid straight time for hours over 40. So you can try to think about whether or not I'm hourly or salary. It's whatever. But like that was something that was important to me because I know that all my time has value. So that this way I know I'm getting compensated if I'm doing something, because like if I was salary, then it would be painful to work more than 40
Oh, yeah.
because, you know, and I mean, there's career advancement opportunities and you would maybe be making a higher salary that's compensating for that and stuff. But that was something that was important to me. What do people don't know? I think there is a lot. I mean, it's been a long time since I worked 40 hours in a week. So if you actually start a job where you're working 40 hours a week, you have a lot of other time. I'm not going to do the math as to how many other hours you have in a week, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people can easily work 40 and waste a lot of time. So
Yeah.
if you're only working 40 hours, there's a lot of time to do other things. And I worked 40, lower 40s in the winter. And yeah, I skied and did other stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Perfect. That's a perfect transition. So this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy. Is like I've worked with you last summer. Wait, was it last summer? First summer. Yeah. And like you would like pull like 12, 13, 14 hour shifts like consistently a day. What's your motivation, man? Because I just don't get it.
And then also last summer you would work your internship and then go work for the Barts at night.
And now you do
And
that.
now you're
too.
still doing that right now.
Caleb, tell me your secret, man. Because like I kind of want to, but then right around like 6 o'clock, when it's like been 8 hours of like moving dirt, I'm like, I could leave, and that little voice just keeps telling me that, and then I end up leaving. How do I kill that inner voice, Caleb?
I think my situation is unique somewhat. I've always been more motivated than a lot of people. I think starting at the present, this is something I was actually thinking about today, or somewhat. This is one part of it. Like when I'm inspecting, don't feel super productive, and you also feel like at this point I don't know what I'm doing, so you feel like kind of worthless at what you're doing. But when I landscape, like it's something I'm good at, I know I'm doing it well. So it's fun to go and do that at night.
Yeah.
The other very unique component for me is that I'm doing it with my best friends. So like I do go work every night after work, but I'm also going to see my friends. So I just happen to get paid to hang out with my friends a lot of the time. And I mean, I work hard and I think do good things, but I think a lot of people like I couldn't just go landscape for a landscaping company 10 hours a week after work if I didn't like the people. So that's part of it. When I worked full time, I think a big part of it was that I cared about them as people and the success of their company. And I knew, I could help them improve that. And we had fun working hard and being successful together. So that was fun. And I just get joy out of working hard, whereas a lot of people don't as much as I do. So I end up working a lot. And it means I don't have to find other things to do.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
A paid hobby.
Well, I got to say, on a scale of like 1 to 10 on the wholesomeness scale, that was like a 9.5.
That was very wholesome.
Yeah. I work to hang out with my friends. I work because I like to work hard, and I work to make my friends money. Wow, Caleb.
Yeah, he actually donated all of his earnings back to them.
He just turned around and reinvested everything he worked for into the business, into Austin's business.
Yeah.
That's where the Bobcat came from. It was really just Caleb just not taking a salary.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, this is totally different. Is it okay if I Does anyone have any other questions about that before I take this conversation in a totally different direction?
Go for it.
No.
Okay. So I got a bachelor party coming up soon. We're going to canoe the Rum. You canoed the Rum River, right?
Yes.
Could you tell me all about it?
So that was quite a while ago. My friends, we kind of, for a while, made it a tradition to do the entire length of different rivers. So we did the entirety of Rice Creek, which starts in Forest Lake and goes to the Mississippi in Fridley, which was 32, no, I don't know. We did that in a day. The next year, we did the Rum, which is 150 roughly. So that was kind of our first trip. We didn't know a lot. We knew some stuff. We probably planned more than we did for other ones just because it was the first time. So at that point, we didn't have as much gear as we have now. We did not have a stove. So we got a normal kitchen pot out of their grandma's garage and cooked over an open fire for every meal.
Oh, nice.
So that was good. We also were more supported that trip because we got brought Chipotle one night and my parents grilled the other night, so we didn't have to carry as much food. No, but we started in Mille Lacs. I think did 3 or 4 nights. Camped legally one of the 3 nights.
So you just like pull over a random spot in the woods and just camp?
Yeah, the second night we were just always trying to go too late and
Yeah.
didn't really care if we found a campsite because we wanted to do more miles and pulled in after dark and left early, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And the campsites, if you're paranoid of ticks, aren't always the best because they have long grass. And so, no, but yeah, camped some pretty cool spots. Had a lot of fun paddling.
And didn't you guys do it faster than you thought you would? I thought you guys thought it was maybe 4 days and then you did in like 3.
Yeah, we pushed it like we usually do. I think we cut off a day or a half day because we didn't really know. We were coming in with some suggestions for miles per day that underestimated how long we would stay on the river and how much we would paddle. So ended up going a little bit faster.
Nice. Well, good to know I can just camp wherever I want on the Rum River.
Should be a good time.
Yep. Just have my people bring us Chipotle and we should be good.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time.
I would take that.
Have you guys done any trips since then?
Yeah.
Were you guys going to do like the St. Croix or something?
The following year, we did the entirety of the Namakagon, which is, I think...
Bless you.
Which is like 170 miles. So that goes through Wisconsin, feeds into the St. Croix at the northern part of the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. And then the next year, we did the entirety of the St. Croix, which was cool just because it's a little bit more well-known river. And then the next year we tried to do the Snake River and it was too low. And we did a day and put a hole in my kayak and we're miserable and quit after a day. So, and that was the last one we tried. So now we all work more and don't take off 5 days to go kayaking.
Yeah.
The Barts work more?
That was good.
Is that possible?
I have decreased flexibility now.
Yeah.
And they have more commitments. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Connor does not work near as late now that he's married.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing at all.
Probably good for him.
But yeah, Lakem has him home at a decent hour every night.
It's probably good.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. He was on Monday, we were in the car and then he got, I don't know, I think he called her and he was like, yeah, I can either work like 12 hours today and then come home early tomorrow, or I come home early today and work. And it's just so funny with him to talk about that. And like, oh yeah, Andy probably won't. Now I usually don't work as late as Caleb or Connor. I was looking at Caleb, so I said his name, but I usually don't work as late as Connor, but I'll have to be back at a decent hour too.
Yeah. Eagle Brook can't be holding you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Joey. We really need you to stay
at night.
Joey, you still have 2,000 more water balloons to fill. You gotta stay till
Make
7
your
o'clock,
10,000
man.
a day quota.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of water balloons.
Joey, that's your future.
I'm excited. Just something like, even we did the meeting. Like there was something that was just like so fun about it. Like just doing like a church meeting. I feel like most people would be like, this is dumb and this isn't fun. But like, I hate meetings.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
significantly don't like meetings. But the church meeting, that was fun. I'll do a church meeting. So
Probably because it was your first meeting. That kind of helped a little bit.
oh yeah, that's
But-
true.
Maybe you'll just like every church meeting, and that would be a good thing.
Yeah, that would be sick because I'm sure you have to go to an absolute ton of them. But okay, Caleb, last question. What is some best advice? Drop us with some knowledge for like high schoolers, college kids that you've learned.
Don't work as much as I did, probably.
Maybe tell Braden that. Braden spends a lot of hours at Menards.
That's true.
Shout out.
Work is good. Working hard is good, but there's other things that are important too. I had other unique circumstances where I wasn't involved in as much other stuff, partly by choice, partly because of other things. So you can, take advantages of the opportunities that you have to do things with other people and make friendships and things like that. There's a lot of stuff that stems from that, and I think things can kind of compound. Like if you only work, then you don't have other hobbies, and then you work more because you don't have other hobbies. And if you have a lot of friends, you make more friends because of the friends you have and things like that. So,
Or you just get paid to hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
That works too.
no, but there's lots of good opportunities to do things. You should never be bored. You should go find something productive to do, and productive can mean a lot of different things. So,
Wow.
That's some knowledge.
That is some knowledge. I like that a lot. That was good. Okay. Well, thank you, Caleb, for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a good time. Are you gonna bike back in the dark?
yeah,
You gonna be all right, big man?
yeah.
Okay, because Edna, I'm sure can hold your bike for you
Just
and I
throw
can
it on
drive
top
you
of
back.
Edna, tie some ropes around it. We'll be fine.
And Edna currently has a hole in the muffler.
Yeah, is it getting louder? Or is it?
I heard that last night.
Oh, did you? Yeah. It's not getting any louder, and the reason why is because it's like completely like detached.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. It was just started as a little crack, and it slowly got louder as it like kept breaking. So yeah, I got to get that taken care of soon because it's
kind of a
so
problem?
annoying. It's just loud. It's just annoying. Like I don't think it's not bad for the car, right?
I don't think it's bad for
just
the car.
the
I mean,
exhaust.
it's bad for emissions, but
Yeah, but
In my ears.
yeah, that's true.
Sounds pretty epic though.
I'm sure the lawnmowers we use are way worse for the environment than Edna without a muffler.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should get out of here because it's late.
Bedtime.
It's bedtime. Caleb, you wanna sign us off and then we'll do our little thing?
Yeah. Thank you all for listening to the 245 podcast, and have a great rest of your week.
hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Peace out, gangsta.